Günaydin, welcome to Fethiye and welcome to the ancient city of Telmessos, nestled up here above beautiful Fethiye. And wow, what a stunning view. Let's go and explore Fethiye today, guys.
If you want to come to the ancient city of Telmessos, we would suggest you to come either very early in the morning or very late, kind of around sunset time. Because if you do come early in the morning, as we did now, the hill up is still in the shade, so you don't have to walk in a direct sunlight. But a lot of people are saying you should come at sunset because the entire city here behind me is illuminated during the night. If you do come relatively early, there are very little people here, and it's a quiet surrounding, and you can just enjoy the view onto the Bay of Fethiye. Check this out.
Now, to get access in here, it's just 20 lira per person, and I can tell you right now, every single lira, it's worth it. This view is absolutely out of this world, and I know Naomi just showed you, but I think I'm going to show you guys again. Here you go. You can even see all the way over to the marina itself, where you can do things like boat trips, etc. But this is just stunning and the perfect way to start off this video exploring Fethiye. Telmessos was a flourishing city in the west of Lycia, on the Gulf of Fethiye. It was famed for its school of diviners, consulted among others by the Lydian king Croesus. Telmessos was a member of the Delian League in the 5th century BC, and it was taken by Alexander the Great in 334 BC. So there is some incredible history behind these tombs and the ancient city of Telmessos itself. And I can tell you something, guys, just the view from the tomb, that makes everything worth it. If you are not into history, you're probably saying to yourself right now, oh, I don't care about all this BC whatever. Get yourself to these tombs if you are in the area of Fethiye. It is well worth your time.
Directly beside Telmessos, you also have the Amyntas rock tombs, which you can see here, and on the same plateau, just over there in the distance, there is the castle of Fethiye, Fethiye Calis, which you can also visit if you bring enough time.
Have a look at this for an absolutely massive Turkish flag. Now, yesterday I believe was something that's known as Victory Day here in Turkey, and plenty of people were celebrating. A bunch of parades were going on here in Fethiye, and I'm not too sure now what exactly the history is behind it. I know it has something to do with the battles between Turkey and Greece perhaps, and there was a lot of Ataturk flags being flown around here. But please fill us in more about this Victory Day down in the comments below.
I believe from what I read online yesterday, the 30th of August was the 100th birthday basically of the last battle between Greece and Turkey. So the Turks defeated the Greece here on the territory, from what I read, and it is a national holiday. By the way, we received a lot of comments from you guys that Turkey is no longer Turkey but Turkey. So Turkey was in the process of rebranding or renaming the international name of the country to Turkey, and we're gonna try obviously to implement that into our videos, but in case we get it wrong here and there out of the habit, we're sorry in advance. Obviously this country was called Turkey internationally for a very long time, so Turkey it is.
So now guys, we've made our way to the Paspatur, or the old part of Fethiye, and it kind of leads down towards the marina area where you're going to find tons of restaurants and cafes, and especially here in Paspatur you're going to be able to do some shopping. And we've been checking out some of these clothes, trying on some bits and bobs, and wow, there's just a never-ending stream of things to see and do here at the Paspatur.
Just because we just walked past an ATM there, and I don't know if we ever talked about it in any of our videos, but obviously we still have European, so Irish bank accounts, and both of us are using Revolut as well. And the ATMs that work here in Turkey for us, where we don't have to pay commission, are Halkbank, Ziraat Bankası, and the HSBC apparently. We didn't try the HSBC yet, but it says online that we don't have to pay commission there. So in case you do come here and you don't want to pay commission, check out those 3 banks.
Now, in terms of actually getting around Fethiye, it is a pretty large place. It might not look like it is, and it definitely gives off a small town type of a vibe, but it is relatively large. Now, for us getting around here, we use one of the local Dolmuses. It's called a Dolmus. It's basically a local bus that takes us to and from the center. From our accommodation. We're staying in an Airbnb apartment a little bit outside of the kind of tourist center Paspatur area. Another way that you guys could get around is by renting some scooters. There's plenty of scooter and bike rentals around Fethiye, and I'm sure you can easily get access to one for a relatively reasonable price. Another way that you can get around as well is boats. If you are kind of going between beaches, or if you're hopping between islands, etc., and you want a quick way to get around, I would definitely suggest some boats. And we will be showing you guys actually a very cool way of getting from one side of Fethiye all the way over to the next for a very cheap price. Now, it's funny because we were walking along this marina yesterday and kind of taking in the sights. This is kind of our second full day of exploring around Fethiye, so we obviously figured we have to bring you guys with us today. Walking along the marina here yesterday, and we happened to see an absolutely massive, I'm talking like 1.5 meter long tortoise that was in this water here, right in between these 2 boats. There was a guy actually on this boat here, and he was basically throwing bread in for the small fish, and this massive tortoise, which is, I believe is called a caretta or a loggerhead turtle, was swimming in between these boats, obviously taking some of the algae off of the boats itself. But we can't actually spot him here today, but I will be playing some of the footage that we captured of that massive tortoise for you guys right now.
İki çay lütfen. Teşekkürler.
We came to kind of cool off, get into some shade, and we grabbed 2 chai. We actually came here yesterday, and there's a very solid reason as to why we came back, because we got 2 chai here yesterday in this amazing shady spot overlooking the marina, and for 2 chai it cost us 2 lira. Doesn't get much better than that, especially for this view.
Okay, so we took a quick break here at Halk Evi, and we paid 4 Turkish lira for 4 chai. Can you imagine that? We've never seen that price anywhere else. So in case you're looking for Halk Evi, it is directly located in the marina of
Paspatur.
Paspatur.
Yep, it's right kind of facing the marina, and just to your right you will find Paspatur, and 4 lira for 4 chais, that's like 20 cents. Crazy.
By the way, if you are looking for a boat tour here in the Fethiye area, we saw that they have a lot of these like 12 island tours, so an entire day. Just come to the marina. There are loads and loads of different companies who offer these types of tours, and we saw that there are a few with no loud music, which is what we prefer, and it's like around 250 lira to 300 lira per person from what we saw so far. We reached out to a few companies just to get a little bit more information, and yeah, if you're looking for one, definitely come to the marina and check it out.
And the 12 island tour supposedly is roughly around 8 hours on the boat. You make multiple swim stops as well along the way. And guys, this is your reminder to hit subscribe and click that notification bell, because we are going to have a very interesting video all about that 12 island tour for you coming very soon. Okay guys, so we just bought tickets for the boat taxi, or the boat Dolmus, and we're headed towards Calis Beach. So this is the situation that you guys can expect when you're getting on the boat. Look at that view. Out here in this direction is the marina. All along here, you, as Naomi just pointed out, you'll be able to get boat trips and things like that. But here you have these tickets, and sorry, what was the cost? 40 lira per person, no?
Yeah, so for the water taxi it's 40 lira per person, and it takes you all the way to the other side of Fethiye, where Calis Beach is.
Perfect, and that's exactly where we're headed. We're going to go and explore that side, because right now we're kind of over on the southern side of Fethiye, so this is a very quick and convenient and inexpensive way of getting all the way over to the other side. So let's go.
Quick 20-minute boat ride later, and we are at Calis Beach. And yeah, so 20 minutes on the boat for 40 Turkish lira. Obviously it's a lot more enjoyable, especially in the heat, if you're on the boat, but you can also take the Dolmus, which I believe is around 14-15 Turkish lira, to get out to Calis Beach. And these boats are operating, I believe, from 9 AM in the morning all the way, 9:30 all the way until 5-6 PM. And they let you off directly at the entrance of Calis Beach. You have these little, these are the boats here. Watertaxi, general public ferry. You have this little nice bridge here, and there's already Calis Beach. Wow, check this out. Directly at the entry of Calis Beach you can see a sign saying you are on the nesting beach of marine turtles, and no entry to the beach between 8 PM and 8 AM, and no sunbathing on the nesting zone. And obviously do not litter for obvious reasons. But that is so cool. We were wondering where all of the turtles are nesting. We were assuming it would be a little bit more in the national park. But this Calis Beach seems to be one of the preferred nesting zones of the turtles that we saw here. The other day we saw a lot of careta turtles, and I believe that those are the ones who are nesting here as well. Being a German myself, obviously I recognize the Lidl signs, the Lidl sign for the supermarket from about 2 kilometers away, and this is not it. It looks like a Lidl sign, but it's actually an I-D-I and then another dot instead of a Lidl. And hi. And obviously that's not an official Lidl, but there is a supermarket at the beach, which is great.
Well guys, here we are, Calis Beach, and all along here, along this massive stretch, you will find an unlimited amount of souvenir stores, restaurants, and everything else that you could need. Plenty of beach hotels, beach bars, beach clubs, beach everything. And it's a really beautiful stretch. And as you can see, right now it's midday, so the sun is at full throttle right now. So there's actually not too many people out on the beach. There is a fair few, but not a crazy amount as you would probably typically expect to see around this time. We're at the end of August now, 31st of August today, and coming in to September, obviously school is starting, so I'm sure all of the families of children will be heading back home from their holidays roughly around this time, so that's probably why it is also a little bit quieter here at the moment. But nonetheless, this place is absolutely stunning. Really falling in love with Fethiye very, very quickly.
Same.
So guys, we just had our stopped off to grab a full English breakfast here at Calis Beach, and considering that this whole stretch here, it kind of almost feels like you are in Britain with all the British tourists everywhere. So I'm going to give you guys my best rendition of a Northern English accent. And let me tell you something, sunshine, that breakfast were absolutely gorgeous. A nice view out onto the beach, crispy bacon and a little bit of fried egg. You can't beat it. I'd give you the 5 stars all day. Let's go and explore the beach now, eh?
Now, obviously, neither of us is English or from the UK, but there are a lot of British tourists here in the area, so you can avail of full English breakfast, and that actually hit the spot perfectly. It kind of felt like a little bit more like the cuisine we have in our own home countries, so it just kind of felt like, okay, today is going to be the day where we feel like home, at least a little bit. Obviously we are in Turkey now for 6 weeks and had only Turkish food for the entire duration, outside of cooking a little bit at home maybe, so we just felt like today is the day for an English breakfast. Now, Calis Beach is so stunning, as you can see. Today is a little bit of a windy day, so they have the red flag flying for wind and waves, but there are loads and loads of windsurfers and kite surfers in the area, as you might be able to see there in the distance. And I think it's a perfect day to do some sort of kite surfing and windsurfing. I think that would be a lot of fun. But the water here is very beautiful as well, and the beach is like a small pebble type of beach. Absolutely stunning here. Oh, by the way, yeah, do you see the island over there in the distance? There are actually hotels and little pensions there on the island as well. I checked it out the other day just for the sake of knowing what type of money you would be looking at to be on a private island or a smaller island. It is 250 to 300 euro a night if you want to sleep over there. But I think if you have a lot of money to spend on your vacation, that would be such an amazing spot.
Standing here on Calis Beach, we were looking out at this beautiful water, and we happened to notice a helicopter that basically almost landed in front of us, scooped up a whole bunch of water, and now it's heading off into the distance, possibly to extinguish some sort of fire. So I hope everybody is keeping safe. If you are watching from out there, I highly doubt you are, but wow, I hope everybody is safe. That is a pretty crazy experience. The helicopter came literally just a few meters away from where people were having a swim on the beach.
Now, if you're wondering why Luke looks like Indiana Jones in this episode, he's going to do so for probably the next few episodes until the wind blows it away. We found this hat here at the beach store, just here. And we paid 80 Turkish lira for a hat because Luke wanted to look like Indiana Jones. Da na na na na na na.
Is that the song?
Da na na na. I think it is the song.
It
Indiana
is the song,
Jones, yeah. Look at the doggies. Hello. So cute.
Alright, so Fethiye, first impressions. We've been to quite a few places already so far here in Turkey. Istanbul, Çanakkale, Izmir, Çeşme, Alaçatı, Kuşadası, and now here. And wow, Fethiye is blowing us away. As I said, second full day exploring around here, and this place is just simply fantastic. I've heard a lot of very positive things about Fethiye over the last few years. Actually, had a few friends that have come and gone and visited Turkey in the past. and they've always said very positive things about this particular stretch along the Turkish Riviera. And wow, I really do believe what they said now, because this place is definitely, I can see it being a perfect destination for example a family holiday. And I understand it's already a very well-known place, and this is actually something a little bit outside of what we usually do. Since we came to Turkey, we said to each other, we really want to try and go to places that are not so familiarized with tourists, but we just can't resist the ocean at the moment. We really want to stay as close to the water as possible. Obviously right now it's peak of the peak season. We're coming towards the end of August and it's starting to taper off, so we're hoping that we're going to be able to catch a little bit of a quieter month, maybe quieter month or two actually, over September and October. But this place is just simply fantastic. I would highly recommend it to every single one of you guys that are watching. If you have never been to Turkey and you have any sorts of second guesses or whatever, just ignore it. Book the tickets, come here and have fun, because as we said all throughout this video, absolutely unbelievable amount of things that you can be doing while you're here in this beautiful country.
What I find really amazing about Fethiye is that it kind of seems like they have the right balance in between tourism and natural beauty. You know, when you look at some other tourist destinations, not necessarily in Turkey, but just like all over the world really, at some stage the tourism gets so big that you only have those sky-high hotel buildings and party destination beaches and so on. And it kind of seems like Fethiye is not that. It managed to somehow keep the small kind of local looking houses in a lot of places, especially in the area where we are, because we usually stay in the local areas and not in the city center. But there's also so much natural beauty going on, especially with the turtles, with all of the islands around here, with so much greenery, and it really gives you time to just relax and kick back.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We've spent a little bit too long out here in this glaring sun. Both of us are feeling ready for a midday nap, and then we're going to go and maybe just have a little bit of a relaxing evening. But nonetheless, we're going to be filming our next video after this one tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one as well. But for now, my name is Luke.
My name is Naomi.
We are the Two Mad Explorers.
And this is your reminder to keep exploring.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
Görüşürüz.
Görüşürüz.